like I advise these girls, first and foremost, go to a victim support. Every police station has that victim support unit. Hi guys, and welcome to another video. My name is Louisa. If it's the first time you're actually watching any of my videos, if you are a regular, then you know me already. And yeah, let me just say, if you're new, please make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 300 subscribers, so it wouldn't be bad if you subscribed. And for everyone who's already subscribed, thank you very much for being patient with me, because I know I haven't been as active the past few month and a half, I think, but like, you knew what was going on, and now I think I just anyway, the reason why I'm making this video is because I was having a conversation with a friend yesterday, and actually it was 3 people. Were kind of in a circle and we're having a conversation that made me realize that a lot of women sympathize with men, and this is not like an attack, like, oh my god, do this, attack men or whatever, but it's also just to enlighten women on some of the procedures that are there. So let me just give you guys a background. I have these 2 friends of mine who got pregnant after I already did. So it was a situation where I was, I think, 5-6 months along, and that's when I found out they too were pregnant. And with the pregnancies, they had their partners, and one of them kind of like, the partner was there every step of the way. He was there. He would take her to the hospital for every checkup. He was pretty much very present. With the other one, the minute she told the partner, he started being a little distant, but at the same time, he was very supportive, in the sense that he would make promises like, "Oh, I'm going to be there when the baby is there. I'll try and provide. I'll try and do this. I'll do that. I'll do that." And she was gripping to the fact that, oh my God, like, thank God I have this person who's very perfect and is going to be a lovely dad to the child we're about to have. Now, fast forward to the past. The other one has a 1-year-old and the other one is months old now. Both their partners are nowhere to be seen. So I feel the other one calls and texts, and the problem is she doesn't have a phone right now. So she's even using friends' phones to just reach out to this person and be like, "Oh, hey, don't forget about your child." Like, he doesn't call, he doesn't visit, doesn't see their baby, he doesn't do anything. Pretty much it's all on her. And these are girls who are not financially stable like that. They come from low income backgrounds. Their families are of low income. They don't have those well-to-do jobs. And unfortunately, they were messing around with boys that have money, and they just thought, would support them with their children. Now, they've gotten into a space where they pretty much have to hold their own weight at this point. And it's becoming tougher and tougher for them, because one of them was even complaining that the days when she has to worry about, oh, what am I going to eat today, because she doesn't have the finances for it. Now, this isn't the first time I've heard such a story before, and I pretty much just wanted to make this video just in case, if there is someone who sees this, if you're in Malawi, then you kind of have to know some of the ways that you can, some of the steps that you can take if such a scenario happens. Now, first and foremost, let me start with this. Personally, I believe in the decisions you make as a couple when you find out you're pregnant are very important. For example, if you find out you're pregnant and let's say you have a partner who doesn't want the baby, well, you want it, as a woman, you're told that it's your body, you decide what you want to do with the baby. But at the same time, and I'm speaking on a personal level, so don't drag me for this, but this is my own personal opinion. I honestly believe that if you have differing views of what to do when you find out you're pregnant, it's very important to understand each other. Now, personally, I'd probably give a person the choice to say, if you do not want to get on this route, then this is a route that I want to take, and I will take it by all means necessary. If that's something that you also want to do, like you want to abort, then you should abort it freely. You do not have to feel like you have to keep it. So I always feel like there's that understanding of choice, even though regardless of the fact that yada yada, but like it's very important to also understand that one partner might not want to have the baby while you do want to have the baby. So you have to give that choice to say, if you do not want it, then at least you have to know from the get-go that you'll be the only parent available, rather than having to find out later on in life that you did it and the other person didn't want it. You don't have to force matters. So first and foremost, when you find out you're pregnant, there has to be that. Now, in situations where you both agreed that you both want the baby, and then you end up having someone who doesn't show up, I feel like first and foremost you're being deceitful. As a man, you're being deceitful, because if you promise someone to say, hey, I'm going to show up, I'm going to be available for the baby 100%, and then you end up not showing up, not just physically but like financially, whatever, you actually know that these are the problems that my child is facing on everyday life. Like sometimes you don't even have to show up, but as long as you're supporting financially, that's like cool. Of course you're going to scar the baby emotionally, but like it's cool. I honestly feel like as a woman, and in Malawi, the systems that are set up for such situations, and if you must, please do take them. So like I advise these girls, first and foremost, go to a victim support. Every police station has that victim support unit. Relay your story. Tell them, I got pregnant. I shared it with the guy. I shared the news with the guy. He said he was going to be there 100%. And now I have to fend for myself. And our child is now, in limbo because I can't take the burden of supporting the baby by myself. What they normally do is they'll invite the person over, because they do believe that every story has two sides. They have to understand the side of the person. And then they normally will tell the person, not necessarily tell, but the systems that are there to make sure that, the person shows up financially and actually supports the baby, which 100% of the time is what we as women or girls are looking for, the financial support. So the victim support unit will help you in such situations. If not, that's the reason why maintenance courts are there. So if in Malawi as well, our court system is available to help you in making sure that that child is well taken care of by the parent. And what they normally, I feel like the systems where they'll tell the man or whichever parent is meant to support financially to either take the funds to the court and then you can collect from them, or they are obligated to send you money every month, just like to help out with the child's expenses. So if you happen to find yourself in such situations where you're promised that there'll be financial help from your partner when you find out you're pregnant, these are ways that you can take to just make sure that you're being sorted out financially and that your baby is taken care of. Because I know the stress that can be there when finances are not available, when you're taking care of a baby, and sometimes your income just doesn't help. That way, you're able to like cover up for the baby. You can be in the financial limbo that you can be in, but like your baby has to be sorted out. Again, this is not an attack on men, by the way. I'm just putting it out there. But then it's just to make sure that if you do promise someone to show up in any way possible, especially financially when it comes to children, because that is one of the major ways a parent can show up. These are just ways to make sure your child is taken care of. So I will try and find someone who can, a legal person who can relay some of the laws that are there, just to make sure that we are kind of educating each other on such topics, and you know what steps to take further. I can only say the things that I know now, but I just felt like it was very important for me to make this video and just share it to every woman, girl who ends up finding themselves in such situation. Anyway, it was going to be a short video anyway, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.